to Yogini Steph. Today is day 5 of Halloween yoga. Today's theme, Igor. Ooh. Okay, right. Let's get started. Laying down on our mats. Option to close your eyes or gaze up to the sky. Arms resting by your side, sinking into the mat, lengthening your spine, grounding down deep into the earth. Imagining roots growing out of our back bodies, grounding us down. Imagining a lovely string coming all the way from the crown of the head, down, out through the feet, and just gently pulling us in both directions. Nice and long, nice and grounded. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose. And out through the nose. And again, deep breath in. And out. Last round, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bringing your right knee towards your chest, giving yourself a nice big hug here. Unclenching your jaw, letting your tongue rest at the base of your mouth. Softening your body. Lovely. And extending it to the floor. Switching sides, bringing your left knee in towards your chest, giving it a nice big hug here. Softening the shoulders. Lovely. And lengthening your leg down to the floor. Bringing both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Excellent. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh. Relaxing your arms. You're gazing up to the sky. Inhale, straightening your legs. Doesn't matter how straight we are today. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. And inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Straightening your legs, pointing those toes, nice ballerina feet. And flex the foot heel towards you, nice and toes towards you, spread nice and wide. Point toes, flex the feet. Point, flex, rotations one way. Rotations the other way. And coming to stillness. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself another nice big hug. Keeping the base of the spine on the floor. Drawing your knees apart. Soles of the feet together. Reaching round. Holding onto your ankles. Drawing your heels towards your pelvis. Just pushing your knees away from you. Relaxing the shoulders, unclenching your jaw, nice and long in our spine. Lovely. And bringing your knees together, giving yourself a nice big hug, drawing your nose up towards your knees. Making ourselves as small as we possibly can. And starting to rock forwards and backwards. Massaging the centre of our spine. And lifting ourselves all the way up, straight onto all fours. Lovely. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, fingers spread nice and wide, middle finger facing forward. Ankles in line with our heels. Again, imagining that beautiful string coming out from the crown of the head, out through your tailbone. Nice and long, with belly engagement going on here. Inhale, dropping your belly, chest up, chin up, tailbone up, looking up. Exhale, chin to chest, curl the spine, push the mat away from you. And again, inhale, dropping your belly, chest up, chin up, tailbone up, looking up. Exhale, chin to chest, curl the spine, push them away from you. Keeping it going with your own breath. Lovely, a few more rounds. Really massaging, lubricating up our spine. Seeing if you can work into it a little bit more if that's cozy for you today. Excellent. One more inhale and exhale. One more cat-cow, and we'll meet in our neutral spine, our tabletop position. Lovely. Inhale, right arm comes out to the side. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing it all the way through, ear to the floor. You can stay here, or you can extend your left arm ahead of you, ear under shoulder. Breathing. Lovely. If your arm is extended, bring it back to where it was, lifting yourself up to all fours, and switching sides. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle, bring it through into the floor. I'll turn to face you. Lovely. Aiming to get that shoulder blade to the floor. And again, feel free to extend your other arm ahead of you. So we're opening up our shoulder blades, finding that rotation in our spine. Lovely. If the arm is extended, bring it back to where it was. Slowly rising up to all fours. Lovely. Bringing yourself down, so elbows come to where the wrists are. Sliding onto your bellies, untucking your toes, pressing into your pelvis, pressing into the tops of the feet. Gazing ahead. Pulling the mat towards you, spreading your fingers nice and wide. Lovely. Inhale, looking up to the sky. Exhale, dropping your chin to your chest. One more time. Inhale, looking up to the sky. Exhale, dropping your chin to your chest. Lovely. Gazing ahead. Coming down onto our bellies, extending your arms out in front of you. Lovely. This is our reset position. Pressing into your pelvis, lifting your head up. We're going to ping our right leg in towards us, holding on to our back foot, thumb facing up. You can stay here, pressing into your pelvis. Maybe that arm comes up, maybe the toes come up, pushing your foot into your hands. Relaxing your shoulders, pointing through the toes. Half bow. Breathing. Lovely. And exhale, bringing it all the way down. Reset pose, switching sides. Both arms out nice and long. Forehead to the floor. Lovely. Bringing your left foot in towards you this time. Pressing into your hands, lifting yourself up, reaching round, holding on to that foot, thumb facing up, pressing into your pelvis, kicking your foot into your hand. Maybe that hand comes up, maybe the toes come up. Lifting yourself up, feeling the rise and fall of your belly, your breath and body connection. Gazing ahead, unclenching your jaw. Lovely, and exhale, release, let go. Back to your reset pose. Feel free to rock those hips side to side. Come into stillness, wrists under shoulders, pushing ourselves back, big toes together, knees mat distance apart, hips to your heels, walking your arms out in front of you, forehead comes down. And just melting your heart to the floor. Lovely, pushing into our hands, lifting ourselves all the way back up to our all fours position. Lovely, again, imagining that lovely golden cord reaching forward and out through our tailbone, extending your right arm out in front of you, extending the left foot, pointing through the toes, gazing between the hands, imagining you're being pulled in two directions, inhale here. Exhale, making a fist, bringing your elbow to your knee, curl the spine, push the mat away from you, and again, inhale, exhale, inhale, try not to collapse, exhale, nice and strong, inhale, exhale, last time, inhale, exhale. Lovely. Inhale, extend. Again, try not to collapse. Trying to stay nice and strong. You can stay here, or you can ping that back leg up, or you can reach round, hold onto your foot, push your foot into your hand, lift the knee up, gaze ahead, open up our heart, open up our throat. Lovely. And bringing it all the way back down, switching sides, extending our left arm and our right leg. Again, try not to collapse, trying to stay nice and lifted. Inhale here, exhale, elbow to knee. Pointing through the toes, making a fist. Inhale, extend, exhale, elbow to knee. And again, inhale, extend, nice and strong, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, elbow to knee. Last time, inhale, extend, exhale, elbow to knee. Lovely, and again, extend. You can stay here, try not to collapse, or you can ping that back leg up, or you can reach round. Hold into the foot, push the foot into the hand, lifting up our knee, lifting our hearts, our chest, gazing ahead. Breathing. Lovely. And releasing back to all fours. Walking your hands slightly forward, tucking your toes, hips to heels, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Feel free to invite some movement here. Maybe you want to rearrange your dog. Maybe you want to bring those hands a little bit wider, or the feet wider or closer together. Gazing towards your toes or in between your thighs. Shoulders away from the ears. Try not to dump our weight into our shoulders. Lovely. Come into stillness. Heels don't have to touch the floor, just generally bending or aiming in that direction. Lovely. Inhale here. Exhale, bending our knees, hips to heels. Lovely. Exhale, back to our downward facing dog. Inhale, bending our knees, hips to heels. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Gazing towards the top of your mat. Walking towards the top of your mat. Staying there, forward fold. Uttanasana, feel free So give it a sway side to side. Maybe holding on to your elbows. Give it a little yes. Give it a little no. And come into stillness. Putting your weight into your toes. Try not to claw into the toes. Lovely. Releasing your hands to the floor and lifting yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae, ragdoll style. Stacking your spine, lifting yourself up nice and tall. Lovely. 10 toes forward, heels behind, lifting up through the arches of the feet, tilting your pelvis slightly forward. Nice bit of belly engagement, lifting up nice and tall. Try not to slouch. We're looking for that roll, shoulders back and down, lifting up nice and tall. Relaxing your arms by your sides, relaxing your hands by the sides. Grounding down through the back body, grounding down through the soles of your feet. Imagining you're resting your chin on your imaginary shelf, so we're not sticking ourselves up too much, not lifting up too much. We're nice and settled, nice and sorted. Inhale, arms up to the sky, prayer above your head, looking up to your thumbs. Exhale, hinging from the hips, fold. Exhale, 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 exhale. Prayer kisses the floor. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, flat back, looking ahead. Shoulders away from our ears. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. Big step back with our right leg, followed by our left leg. Into our plank pose. Switching on those belly muscles, push them away from you. Inhale here. Exhale, dropping your knees, chest, chin, belly, untuck the toes, pushing into the pelvis, tops of the feet. Inhale, rising all the way up to our cobra, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Feel free to invite a bit of movement going on. Press into your fingertips, back of the knuckles, elbows to the hands, chest towards thighs, hips up nice and high. Come into stillness. Lovely. Breathing. And taking a big step forward with your right foot. Turn your hands so we're facing long ways of the mat. Lifting yourself all the way up, toes facing forward and slightly inward, so we're pigeon toe, legs nice and wide. Interlace your fingers at your lap, press into the outside edge of your feet. Grounding down through the earth, grounding down, lifting all that energy up through your legs, to your hips, to your hands. Inhale, bring that earth energy up to the throat. Exhale, flip the palms down to the floor. Sweeping the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, opening nice and wide. And again, inhale. Exhale, pushing lots of love down to the earth. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, opening nice and wide. Last round, inhale. Exhale, bringing it all the way down, pushing your hands down. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky. And on our next exhale, we're going to turn our right toes to the right, open up nice and wide, into our warrior two. Relaxing your shoulders, gazing off your right middle finger towards the front of your mat. Lovely. And bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back and down, straightening the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing it all the way forward, gazing towards your back foot. Maybe those arms leave your body, relaxing your neck. Lovely, leading with your knuckles, lifting yourself all the way up, releasing the hands. Right arm comes all the way up and overhead, gazing up to your hands. Maybe this left hand comes to the inside of your right thigh. Lovely. Exhale, bringing it all the way down. Turning to face the front of your mat, taking half a step forward. You can Interlace your hands behind you if you want to, or you can keep your hands on your hips, drawing that right hip crease back. Interlace the fingers behind you, roll the shoulders back and down. Exhale, hinging from the hips. 10 toes forward, maybe the arms come up and overhead. Chest towards thigh. Lovely. Pressing into your front foot, leading with your knuckles, rising all the way up. Releasing your hands. Bringing your hands to prayer, putting your weight into your right foot. And bring your heel to your ankle. Maybe we come heel all the way up to our knee. Gazing ahead, nice strong foundation. Or maybe the foot comes all the way up in our tree pose. Hugging your hips in, hugging your waist in and up. Lovely. Bringing your knee forward, all the way to the floor. Feet together, deep bending our knees, deep and scoop the arms. To a chair pose, putting your weight into your heels. Inhale here. Exhale, straightening your legs back to your forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, flat back, lifting the head, shoulders away from the ears, belly button comes in and up. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Big step back with our left leg, followed by our right leg, into our plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, dropping your knees, chest, chin, belly, untuck the toes. Inhale, rising up, into our cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lovely, stay where you are. I'm just going to spin so I can show you. Taking a big step forward with our left foot. Walking our hands to the long edge of the mat. Standing ourselves all the way up. Toes facing forward and slightly in, so we're pigeon-toed. Again, interlace your fingers at your hips, your waist, or your pelvis. Just interlace your fingers. Taking a deep breath in, bringing your hands up to your throat. Exhale, flip the palms down, all the way to the floor. Press into your feet. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, opening up nice and wide. And again, inhale. Exhale, all the way to the floor. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lovely. Last round, inhale. Exhale, pushing it down. Inhale, rising all the way up. And as we exhale, opening our arms to a T shape, turning your left toes to the left, bending that left knee into our warrior two. Relaxing your shoulders, nice open proud chest. Pulling that right shoulder back so we're not crunched. Lovely, keeping our warrior two legs. Bringing your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers, whichever thumb was on top before is now underneath. Roll the shoulders back and down, straightening the arms, nice open proud chest. Inhale here. Exhale, leading with our chest, bringing it forward, shoulders to the inside of your thigh. Maybe those arms come up and overhead. Lovely. Leading with our knuckles, inhale, rising all the way back up. Releasing the hands, let the left arm come all the way up and overhead. Maybe the right hand comes to the right thigh. It's the inside of the left thigh. Lovely. Bringing your hands all the way down. Straightening your legs, turning your hips to face the front. Taking half a step forward. 10 toes forward, maybe that back heel pops out, depending on how your hips are. And again, wherever you are, you can be hands on hips, or interlace your fingers behind you. Whichever thumb was on top is now underneath. Roll the shoulders back and down, straightening the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, hinging from the hips into our pyramid pose. Melt your chest towards your thighs. Crown of the head towards the earth. Press into your front foot, leading with your knuckles, rising all the way up. Releasing the hands, hands come to prayer, front of heart center. Putting your weight into your front foot, grounding down through the earth. Heel to ankle, lifting up nice and tall. Maybe your leg comes up, heel underneath. Maybe it comes all the way up. Lovely, nice and lifted. And again, envisioning that golden string. Lifting up through the crown of your head and grounding you to the earth. Lovely. Bringing your knee forward, all the way down to the floor. Deep in, bend your knees. You can scoop the arms all the way up. Really sinking into your heels. Sinking into the hips, drawing your belly button in and up. Inhale here. Exhale, straightening your legs, forward fold. Inhale, hands to knees, half lift looking ahead. Belly button comes in and up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping or jumping back into that plank pose. Pushing into those heels. Inhale here. Exhale, dropping our knees. Walking those hands back. There we go. No more planks today. Tucking those toes. Hips over heels. Interlace your fingers behind you. Roll your shoulders back and down. Straighten the arms. Pushing the hips forward. Chest comes forward and up. Gazing up to the sky. In our camel pose. Lovely. Inhale, lifting up through center. Exhale, keep those fingers interlaced. Going to bring the crown of the head all the way to the floor. And let those arms come up and overhead into our rabbit pose. Excellent. Releasing your hands next to your head. Untuck the toes, knees mat distance apart. Coming onto your forehead, extending your arms out in front of you. Child's pose, Balasana. We can sweep your arms by your sides, legs together, up to you. Lovely. Pressing into your hands, lifting yourself all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking our time. We've come onto the crown of our head, so it's a little bit dainty for most. Okay, sweeping our legs around, coming onto our backs. Leave my head on my mat. Hands by our sides, palms facing down, walking your heels up towards your glutes. Feet about hip distance apart, press into the hands, press into the feet. Tilting your pelvis up to the sky, lifting up vertebrae by vertebrae. Letting the shoulders run down your back, engaging those glutes. You can stay here, or maybe you want to cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Lovely. If you're crossing your ankles over your left thigh, switch sides. Try not to collapse. Lovely. And release, let go. Coming all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Crossing your right ankle over your left thigh. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Flexing both feet. Try not to sink. Or maybe you don't want to sink that left leg down. Maybe you want to keep it a bit more engaged. Pressing your right elbow in towards your right thigh. And left foot comes to the floor. Arms coming out by your sides, above your head, cactus arms, or resting on your belly. bring your right foot over to the left-hand side. You can stay gazing up to the sky or looking over your opposite shoulder. Looking up to the sky, lifting your knees up through centre, bringing both knees over to the right hand side. Knees don't have to touch the floor. And gazing over your opposite shoulder. Maybe looking up to the sky if that's not available for your neck today. Looking up to the sky, lifting those knees up through centre, unravelling yourself, switching sides. Left ankle over right thigh. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, flexing your feet. Again, you can stay here, or you can extend your right leg, up to you. And just letting your right foot come to the floor, arms by your sides, T-shaped cactus above your head, or resting on your belly. Bring left foot over to the right hand side. Again, maybe you want to gaze up to the sky, or over your opposite shoulder. Lifting ourselves up to the sky, other side. Bringing your knees over to the left hand side, gazing up to the sky or over your opposite shoulder. Gazing up to the sky, lifting your knees up through centre, unraveling yourself, give yourself a nice big hug, knees in towards your chest. And explosion, let it all go. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. Any lower back problems today? You might feel better to have the soles of the feet to the floor. Entirely your choice. And closing your eyes, letting the effects of today's practice settle in. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Starting to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to your breath, back to your body. And give yourself a nice big hug. Rolling onto your favourite sides. And just using your top arm to push you all the way up to a nice easy seat position. Edge comes up last. Meeting in an easy seat, whatever that means for you today. Hands to pray in front of heart centre. Pressing your hands together. Feel the connection between yourself with your heart. That loving energy. Feel free to join me in an Om. If not, you can listen and feel the vibrations wherever you are. Or say it to yourself in your mind. Deep breath in for the Om. And Namaste. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for joining me. Give yourself a clap. And I will see you tomorrow for day 6. Spooky time.